It seems like it's every week that a new mobile game gets ported over to Nintendo Switch, and for every cash grab, there's a gem hidden among them. One of my favorite mobile games of all time, Florence, recently came to Switch, a game I highly recommend and an example of a mobile gem on Switch. InBento might just be the next one, a cute puzzle game that provides a challenge and cute narrative without any of the difficulty gating that mobile puzzle games usually have for microtransactions. The underlying premise behind InBento is simple but cute. You're a mother cat who simply is trying to provide for her kitten with a good life, and of course, that also means well-prepped meals. Inspired by the Japanese tradition of mothers making their children bentos, we wake up to make our little kitten a bento every day. The story is told through these parallax storybook animations that move along to the gyroscope of your console. It added to the feeling of me turning through pages of a storybook, which seems to be the inspiration for the UI. Over the 14 pages, totaling 127 levels, I continued to make new types of bentos for my child, who also continued to grow into adulthood. While this is a puzzle game first and foremost, the story of a hardworking mother simply trying to provide for her child through the means of a good meal, well, it's heartwarming. I felt for the mother, and seeing her story reminded me a lot of my own childhood upbringing. I certainly didn't expect to feel during a puzzle game, I mean not against its Tetris effect. InBento follows a simple 3x3 grid system of matching your bento to the final goal bento. Your starting bento usually has a few pieces of food already, just missing some or they're not in the right order. Each puzzle gives you about 3 to 5 moves on average that can completely change the look of your bento. In that sense, the puzzles never feel overly complicated with the number of moves you're given, but that doesn't mean they're not challenging. Admittedly, the first 4 chapters or so are pretty easy to solve with simple place the food here or swap pieces moves. However, after progressing through the introduction chapters, new moves like being able to copy and paste certain foods and flipping existing foods get added in and make it a much more fun, challenging experience. Thankfully, the game is quite fair in that it lets you undo any move you want in a limited amount of time, so you're never punished for trying a new strategy. You can simply revert back to step 1 and try a different approach to the puzzle. That kept playing through InBento feeling fun, yet challenging without any of the frustration. InBento is crafted with a beautiful flat and clean line art style. It looks like a story being crafted out of a virtual origami paper. The cute pastel color palettes translate well to the lovely looking food on display that was always a pleasure to look at. While this was definitely made for mobile, it fits perfectly within the Switch's handheld play. Playing through InBento sounds like a lullaby blissfully drifting you off to sleep. Chimes and marimbas serenaded me into a pleasant meditation as I solved my kitten's next bento lunch. If you're a fan of ASMR videos, InBento doesn't nearly have the same level of audio detail to it, but the same feeling of relaxation is here along with the support for HD Rumble. At its $4.99 price tag, InBento is a low-priced puzzle game with a ton of delight and challenge. Despite being made for mobile, the Nintendo Switch feels like a perfect fit for it. This is the ideal puzzle game to play before bed in handheld mode. You can easily complete the 100 levels in short bursts as brain teasers along with the lullaby tunes before bed. I just wish there were more bentos to make. Regardless, you can't go wrong with this puzzler. It's short, sweet, and it gets my recommendation.